Archer.
That one even shocked me.
This is what we bring.
Calling all cards, it's an emergency. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of existence. So television is fiction, it's telling lies to our vision. It's like a prison that we live in, and we're all in the system. We live in a box and keep our family traditions. We keep our guns stocked up with more ammunition. We teach our children to kill instead of teaching them wisdom. And politicians waging wars, blame it all on religion.
But we're dying. We're feeling like I'm losing it. The only passion that we're losing is yourself to this. I'm trying to be all that they want me to be. But it's hard to believe we are the enemy. Don't you?
Live from the Man-to-Man Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you tuned in to the Generation Evolution for Thursday, February 6, 2025. Live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And what do we have to show with Christian?
A song that
rocks.
a song that I've been trying to find for an actual year now. Wait and See by Fallen in Reverse.
This is fucking rocks. It's fucking pumped up for the show. Goddamn.
Holy cow, I thought for a minute there was Kid Rock.
This song.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't let you guys play Kid Rock right now.
Fun fact. I was watching a 2K character show thing on YouTube, and there's this one character that had this song, and I tried to find it for literally a year, and I could not find it. And literally one night, we go put it in the goddamn Shazam, and it finds it immediately.
Yeah, it's that song. It's that song.
Yep, it's this song.
Okay, got it.
I wanted this song because I loved it, and every single time the character was on, I saved that episode. And I love this song.
Very nice. All right. Well, that's how we're opening up today's show. Well done. That pumped everybody up.
Yes, I fucking love that song.
Everybody up today. All right. So we are here, and don't worry about that screen.
Okay.
As long as
just wanted to make sure.
Because the recording is fine.
I always make the joke when it comes to the album cover. It's not what you think.
I know. I saw the cover, and I'm like, "What the hell is this cover? What the hell is this cover?"
Yeah.
A little suggestive.
I know, but it's a great fucking song.
Okay, there's the cover for those.
Yeah.
There's the cover again for those on the YouTube side.
Yep, that is a great song, but the cover,
yeah,
kinky.
Hi, everybody. Hi, people that are jumping on the stream.
Hello.
If things are a little bit weird on the screen, I'm sorry about that. We thought we fixed the issues that we had last week, and well, sometimes they don't get fixed, but sometimes they do. I know. Actually, I know what happened.
Trial
on Sunday.
and error.
Oh, I know what happened on Sunday. I left the computer on too long.
Overheated.
Yeah, no, I just left it on too long. So it's like, why'd you leave me on for an overnight? And it yelled at me. That's what that was about on Sunday. So thank you for those who did watch the replay of Sunday's show, because we did get a good, like, almost 40-minute show out of that weird shit. But
thanks to
Kelly for coming on.
Just speaking.
Yes, he was awesome. And no, the issues with the second screen, so we don't even need this.
So I take it from you watching it that Kelly is doing fine.
Kelly's all right. He was having it was the day after the Rumble, so we were all just having a day. So he hurt himself. I'm not sure what just happened over here, but Christian just hurt himself. So what happened? Christian was doing weights today, and his shoulder just gave him some issues. So please pardon him. He did actually do workouts today, so he's a little bit in pain right now. So, all right, let's actually get into some stuff. So on Sunday morning when we were doing the show, we did have, obviously we had some tech issues, so we really didn't get into everything we really wanted to get into when it came to the Royal Rumble. We're not getting into the matches because at this point, everyone knows everything that happened now. But I do want further opinions on the two Royal Rumble winners because Dad wasn't here. Let's talk about Jay. We'll start with Jey Uso. It looks like they're heading towards Jay versus Gunther.
Again.
Which I have no problem with. If the story
that is
right,
a great match.
No problem with it. The story is right. Dad, I'm going to ask you first. Your thoughts on Jay winning the Rumble and the possibility of Jay versus Gunther.
I had him as like being in the final four, and he basically did that and more. Don't get me wrong, I was surprised that he was the last man in the Rumble that came out the winner, but I think it's long overdue for everything that he's done for the company and giving him the push he needs and deserves. Uh, and if he goes after Gunther, which I think he will be laser focused, we saw what happened last time that he almost took the title from Gunther. So I think this time coming, Gunther better be prepared and watch out.
What's interesting for me is that there's this whole thing that Gunther's going to lose again at WrestleMania 2 years in a row. That's his whole thing. He's the uber heel. It's not a big deal if he loses 2 years in a row at Mania. I think that's actually a great story. That he's the ultimate final boss heel, and he should be the one that
was that a Rock reference? I'm sorry.
No, I actually wasn't making a Rock reference. It's actually making a video game reference because fuck the Rock, he's not on this card right now. I think a video game reference. He kind of ruined that thing for me because like
the Rock, the final boss.
Yeah, he kind of ruined that for me because I always use that as a thing. So like,
yeah,
Gunther is the final boss in my personal opinion when it comes to this story, and I think this is perfect. It's like Sammy last year. It's absolutely perfect. Christian, your opinion on that?
I don't really got much to say.
All right.
But this is going to be an amazing match. Jay will finally become world champion. Never thought I would ever say that.
No, I never thought I'd say it either.
But I just got to say one more thing and do it with me.
Eat.
All right. So, other Royal Rumble winner is oddly enough more controversial of a win because people are like, "Oh, Jay won, awesome," didn't see it coming. Charlotte winning though seems to be a hell of a lot more controversial.
This one?
I'm just gonna say before you even throw it to you, I'm neutral. I don't care that she won. I don't care that she's a 2-time winner. I don't even care that she's gonna be at WrestleMania against one of the champions. So I'm very neutral. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to debate this. To Christian, you can go first.
I'm just gonna say this is bullshit because they could have gave this to so many other people.
Who though? I didn't know names. You guys always said that. Names.
The final three were Nia Jax, Roxanne, and Charlotte. They could have given it to Nia to go after Tiffy, which that would work. Or give it to Roxanne and she can be the wild card. But with Charlotte, she's already won. And number 2, great, finally, she's back. But no one wanted her to win. Because if you could tell, because she was announced, everyone's like, okay, cool, she's coming back. No one expected her to win. No one wanted her to win. And the problem is, you could have given that to so many other people. Lyra Valkyria, Nia Jax, Roxanne. And also, I'm just going to get off topic just real quick again. On the same Rumble, number 30 could have been so much better. Anyways, not on that topic.
It's all right.
But people wanted Becky Lynch. She could have won if she was coming back.
Again, no 2-time winner.
Same logic. But people actually like her.
I know, but I'm using the same logic here, though. Same logic.
Or, okay, fine. AJ Lee.
Okay, I don't think she would have won, but I see your point. But
with the same logic, Becky Lynch, 2-time winner. But people actually like Becky Lynch. But the problem with Charlotte Flair, she's been over pushed and shoved down her throat so many fucking times now. She's like, what is she, 14-time champion?
Yes.
That doesn't need to fucking happen. So help me God, if she becomes 15-time world champion, I am going to be pissed.
You do realize that if she even becomes 17-time world champion, it really is just to say I beat my father. It has nothing to do with like Cena going for 17. It's completely different, right? You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying she doesn't need to win the title.
I know.
She's already won it so many fucking times.
So the possibilities are her versus Rhea for the 3rd time Mania, which I have zero problem with because the series is tied 1-1.
Yep, best out of 3.
Or Tiffy versus Charlotte. I'm gonna throw it to Dad. Your thoughts on Charlotte winning and those options?
I don't think Charlotte should have won. I mean, you're just coming back, and all of a sudden, you win the whole shebang. It leaves a little bitter taste in the mouth, especially for the other.
I'm asking both of you. What's the difference? Okay. What's the difference between, say, okay, I'm not going to use John Cena because that was one of the most surprising returns ever. So let's go with, like, say, what's the difference when, like, Edge came back from a year-long injury and then won the Rumble, and nobody was upset about that?
The thing about that is he didn't win the Rumble he came back in.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. Drew McIntyre won that Rumble.
Different Rumble. Different Rumble.
No.
I'm talking. the first time that Edge won the Royal Rumble, he came back from a year-long injury. I'm not talking about the 2020 Rumble. I'm talking about the 2010 Rumble. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking about that Rumble. I mean, what's the difference? Edge was a heel. Edge was the uber heel when he came back. But everyone was excited because he was back. What's the difference?
I think with that,
he's more respected and more loved than Charlotte Flair, and Edge wasn't shoved down her throats at first.
Fair enough. It's a valid question that I'm asking.
Edge
here.
was more pushed over time. The thing with Charlotte Flair is she's pushed straight away. She doesn't have any character development. She's just thrown down her fucking throats like nothing. She's just thrown there and given title shot after title shot after title shot. Anyways.
So would you say then, Christian, that you would think that she feels like she's entitled?
Yes, because God forbid her fucking father is Ric Flair. God forbid she's getting all this fucking royalty bullshit and getting given everything because her fucking father is Ric Flair. I swear.
I see your point, and you have a valid
I get
reason for that.
Flair.
And
man, one person at a time.
Go.
I agree with Christian's sentiment about how Charlotte's getting pushed several times, and I think it would have been less of a bitter pill to swallow if you've brought back Charlotte earlier, put her in the Rumble, and say maybe she made it to number 3 or 2, and someone else would have won. And I don't think it would have been as like bitter or volatile.
I think that's the point I'm making, though. I think that's the point that Christian made earlier.
I also would like to add, maybe it wouldn't have been as so bad if it was a surprise return and not announced.
Fair enough. That one I'll give you.
Because
I'll give you that.
She literally announces
those promo packages on SmackDown,
and then just fucking Jesus Christ, my phone's blowing up.
That's all right.
But no, she literally, Charlotte Flair's coming back. Fucking wins the whole thing. What the hell? If it was like Alexa Bliss,
or back to my point with Edge and John Cena. Back to that point, so the surprise entrance, surprise returns. I'm just making a comparison. I'm using my old comparison.
And let me add on to that. They were surprise returns.
I'm agreeing with you.
And they weren't like advertised every week.
That's that Cena one. That was the most surprising.
Yes. And then the same person who was advertised in the Rumble, who's returning from injury, wins the whole damn thing when someone else could have 100% won that.
Fair enough.
Again, final 3, Nia Jax and Roxanne Perez. Nia Jax with Tiffy. Perfect storyline.
It's a lot like Jay and Gunther.
Yes.
A lot like Jay and Gunther.
And Tiffy probably would have beat Nia. And then Roxanne, wild card, could have given it either. But no, we had to give it to Charlotte fucking Flair.
All right. Well, that is that. We'll talk more about it as we get closer to WrestleMania.
Well,
speaking of WrestleMania,
let me echo this. I think things would have been better if you didn't have like a wasted pit, like a
Nikki Bella,
like a Bella coming in.
Well,
Nikki Bella.
That was almost spoiled. That was almost spoiled for everybody because of the fact that she was like all over the Raw Netflix, the first Raw on Netflix, and it was like, oh, Nikki Bella is going to be back on Raw, and then TMZ spoiled it like 2 days before, so everyone knew she was going to be back. Like it was spoiled.
And I think Trish Stratus coming in. I think if you would have had 2 other,
Trish Stratus is perfect because you have to have the Hall of Fame return. You do at least one, it's fine.
Yeah, I think they could have picked someone else to take Nikki Bella's spot,
but that was also spoiled. Like everyone knew she was going to be in the Rumble. Like, I just didn't say anything at the time, but I knew before the Rumble that she was going to be in the Rumble. So like,
did you know Did you think she was going to be number 30?
I forgot actually that she was. I knew she was going to be in the Rumble, but I didn't. Once we got to 30, I'm like, maybe she's not here because Becky's not back yet. Like, that's where my brain was. That's where my brain went.
It's just there's so many better options for number 30.
So anyway,
and I get it. They brought her back for a reason.
Anyway, so speaking of, probably I can remember thing. Remember Nikki Bella? I bet Nikki Bella before I forget. Nikki Bella is very, very popular outside of the wrestling world. That's the problem with Nikki Bella. We don't care about Nikki, but I know a lot of people that came into wrestling because of Total Divas and Total Bellas.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Bella showing up in the Rumble was a big deal to them. That was a big deal to those people. Like those people. And I don't even know if Nikki's actually back or if that was just a one-time appearance. I have no idea. The fact that Nikki was back is actually a pretty big deal because her and Brie did the company what they did. So like the fact that they're back and she's back is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But like she's a bigger deal outside of WWE than people realize. Like People Magazine and TMZ covered that return. They didn't cover everyone else's return. That was just for Nikki. So like it says a lot to me. So anyway. But anyway, let's move on. I mentioned WrestleMania. And earlier today, WrestleMania, I found out, I remember before it came on the air, actually. Remember before it came on the air. I found out WrestleMania start time, possible start time for WrestleMania. And it looks like WrestleMania 41 both nights, or days, I should say now, will be starting at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern time. Dad, your thoughts on this?
I'm kind of wondering if they're changing the time order to have more people tune in, and it's not going to end so late.
Love that start time. I love the start time personally. So I love the Rumble starting at 5 o'clock. Like I love the Rumble starting at 5. I thought that was great.
I think it's one of those times when basically you can kind of like multitask. Like if you're having a party for WrestleMania and you have guests and snacks, I think it's a great
like
time to do that.
Super Bowl Sunday is this Sunday, and I'm trying to say Super Bowl too much. I don't want to get in trouble, but
What do you mean?
you can't say Super Bowl without like that's the whole thing. I'm explaining it right now.
Okay.
But ask me off the air. But
Bowl of Super.
No, you can't. I was just say the big game is on Sunday.
Mhm.
Not legally, I won't get legally in trouble for that. But the big game is Sunday, and that starts at the same time. That starts what 5:15 our time, something like that.
Mhm.
Like it's the same time. So they're legitimately saying WrestleMania is Super Bowl of wrestling, and they're putting it at the same time slot as the actual Super Bowl. That's awesome to me. I think that's brilliant. TJ, your thoughts as he's watching on Jelly Bean.
I'm hungry.
You might eat more dinner than the rest of us. Start time.
Sorry. That's pretty cool because, like you said, the WrestleMania is the big game for
wrestling and wrestling in general.
Wrestling in general, and even if you're not in WWE, you know how big it is.
It is. It's literally the show. Everyone knows what WrestleMania is. So,
and when it's going up against the big game,
yes,
the Bowl of Super. I mean, technically, it's not Super Bowl.
Whatever. Just don't get us in trouble.
I'm not gonna get in trouble. That's cool. It's going up against literally the biggest game.
Yeah, the time slot is amazing. I love this time slot. It's great.
That is one of the most respectable moves I could see.
Yeah, it's a great start time. They're just trying to figure out the start time now for Stand and Deliver. Because Stand and Deliver was later in the day last year. Now they got to figure this out because of the time zone difference. I would feel like Stand and Deliver is going to be like at 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is going to throw off everybody's weekend plans. So I'm curious how that's going to go. So,
yeah.
All right, other news real fast. So it's randomly during the Rumble, and we didn't cover this on Sunday because we had other things going on and technical difficulties. Randomly during the Rumble, WWE announced Evolve returning. And for those who don't know what Evolve was, WWE Evolve was actually an independent company for the longest time, run by Gabe Sapolsky. Sapolsky was the original one of the original people that ran Ring of Honor. He then opened up a company, Evolve, and it was actually part of the WrestleMania weekend shows that we'll be talking about in a few weeks with John Parker.
Yep.
But Evolve is now owned by WWE, and we haven't seen Evolve. Okay, trivia question to you guys: do you guys know who the last Evolve champion was?
Joe Hendry.
No, not that. Not it's under WWE banner. He's currently working for WWE.
Is he in Evolve or NXT?
He's currently on SmackDown. Oh, actually, I think he just moved to Raw. He moved to Raw recently, but he's actually in the main event of NXT Avengers Day next week.
Rick Williams?
No. Dad, do you know who it is? Do you know who we're talking about here?
Koba Femi?
No. You're going too new. You're going way too new.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory was the final Evolve champion before it folded into WWE.
What?
Yes. So that's something a lot of people don't even know. I did see the fight, one of the last Evolve shows. It was on WWE Network. It was actually really a lot of fun. But anyway, Evolve returning, and it's going to be NXT Level Up. For those who don't know what NXT Level Up is, NXT Level Up, your knee's blocking your face. The other knee is blocking your face. NXT Level Up was actually the show they've had on WWE Network that was like the people that were Level Up were then on NXT. This is going to be that show.
Like 205 Live.
Pretty much. But like NXT Level Up, but literally the people, like for instance, like, what am I thinking of? Like Karma Petrovich and Rizzo and people like that were on Level Up, almost like doing house show matches before making it onto the main show. That's what Evolve's going to be.
So pretty much the NXT of NXT.
Pretty much that's what this is going to be. I love this move. I think this is awesome. Funny part is though, it's on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time on Tubi, which is a free app, up against Dynamite. Which I think is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's funny. Well, people are not gonna watch it live. I know I'm not gonna watch it live. I'll probably watch it on Fridays after I watch Impact.
I'm gonna watch it live.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even watch the main show live.
But yeah. So, Dad, any thoughts on Evolve returning, or we move on?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it stacks up against Dynamite.
Again, I don't think people are actually gonna watch Evolve instead of Dynamite personally. But.
Well, I mean, I look at this as would this be
literally lower than
considered?
people? Like we're talking about Dante Chen in the main event on this show.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
That's
about.
the biggest superstar right now. That's bigger than Roman Reigns and John Cena combined.
You asked the NXT crowd in Orlando. He actually is.
So
That's not a joke.
So,
Dante Chen, he made his surprise appearance on NXT proper on a live show and got one of the biggest pops I ever heard. It was one of the biggest ones in the same house.
I was kidding.
Heard. No, and I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not
Fucking
kidding.
hell.
Anyway, Dad, go ahead.
So I asked this question: would you consider Evolve like a feeder school for NXT?
That's literally what I just said it was.
Okay, I
also called it the NXT of NXT.
Yeah.
So, all right. One more thing I want to move on before we. I do have a. See, I put a graphic up and I put a description of the show up. I don't want to spoil what I have for you guys actually for the main event of this thing. So, the other news story: Dark Side of the Ring announced their next season lineup.
Is this like season 5 now?
No, I didn't watch last season, so I'm hoping. But I'm gonna let Dad actually read the lineup, put up on the screen here, and I'll let Dad read the lineup for this season's Dark Side of the Ring.
Hell in a Cell, Big Van Vader, Tony Atlas, Ludwig Borga, Billy Jack Haynes, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, Superstar Billy Graham, Daphne, the Original Sheik, and Muhammad Hassan.
Here's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I haven't heard Muhammad Hassan.
What do you mean? It's no Sheik.
Here's the.
I'll let Dad explain it, but Dad first. I'll Dad explain it to you first.
Okay.
Dad, if you your thought.
This is a. The lineup goes from one end of the spectrum to another, and here's the thing: Billy Jack Haynes, right now, I believe, is in prison for murdering his wife.
Oh, wonderful!
Jesus Christ!
Oddly enough, that's not even the craziest story I've heard on Dark Side. That's not even the craziest story I've heard.
From a clip I saw, the craziest story, and I don't know if it's real, is a guy who killed himself.
Oh, that's tame compared to shit we've seen on Dark Side.
Okay.
That's tame. So they did the Chris Benoit story on Dark Side. So like,
it was some, I don't know, remember his name.
That happened. Believe it or not, killing yourself on Dark Side is tame.
That is concerningly sad.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be interesting what they do with Hell in a Cell.
What is that for? What is that story for? Like,
is it the actual structure?
I don't know. I don't have a clue what they're going to do. Hell in a Cell. Like, what the hell do you do there?
Unless they go through the different Hell in a Cell matches like Undertaker and Foley, which was really.
Like, I understand the rest of this list. By the way, CJ asked a question for you because I can't really answer this question.
Why is it called the Original Sheik?
Who is the Original Sheik? Sure. Quick summary. Don't go crazy on this, but give a quick summary.
The Original Sheik is Sabu's uncle, but the other thing is there's the Iron Sheik.
Yeah, that's
that. Iron Sheik is who you're thinking of. The Original Sheik actually went into the Hall of Fame and was inducted by Sabu and RVD.
Was the Original Sheik like the Iron Sheik?
The Original Sheik was the original hardcore wrestler.
Oh,
The original hardcore ECW wrestler before
okay.
hardcore wrestling was a thing in this country.
When it said the original Sheik, my immediate mind went to, is there another person that went by the Iron Sheik?
No, this is a different person. Completely different person.
Okay, never
Not,
mind.
no relation whatsoever. No relation whatsoever.
Besides the same name.
Yeah. Well, I will say, by the way, the Daphne one's interesting to me. And Muhammad Hassan, I want to see how deep they go into that. I really want to know how they go into the end of Muhammad Hassan.
Can I ask about that?
You don't even know what happened? Oh, yeah. The Muhammad Hassan was supposed to be, you know how Mustafa Ali, he does his original character was, I'm a Arab, but I don't want to be treated like that, but I want to be a good guy. I'm not evil. Well, Muhammad Hassan, the video packages for Muhammad Hassan were just like that. This is right after 9/11, keep in mind. Right after 9/11. It's like a year or two after 9/11.
Oh, shit.
And it was an Arab character.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't supposed to be a terrorist. That was never the point.
Oh, no.
It was never the point. And actually, if you watch WrestleMania 21, the Royal Rumble going WrestleMania 21, he did his entrance, whole elaborate entrance, and everyone eliminated him. It was amazing. It was heels and faces, everyone eliminated him. Absolutely amazing. And then he actually had a scene at the WrestleMania 21 with Hulk Hogan and everything else. Like, they made a big deal of him. I saw him in person. He had a match against Shawn Michaels. Muhammad Hassan and Davari were in a match against Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels.
What the fuck?
Like, that was something that happened. Like, it was a big deal. The reason you don't know the character, because it only lasted about 6 months.
Yeah, if that.
Maybe something like that. Because he was in a feud with The Undertaker. And SmackDown was pre-taped at the time. And they did a whole segment where Muhammad Hassan had a bunch of people come out dressed with hoods on and attacked The Undertaker and choked him out with a wire.
I saw.
Which is absolutely fine. That is not an issue.
That's just the attack.
No, but here's the problem.
However,
as I said, you remember this, Dad. This is a pre-taped show.
No.
The morning of this show, there was a terrorist attack.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Overseas. Legitimately happened. I don't remember what country it was, but there was a terrorist attack, and everyone in the terrorist attack looked like the characters in this sketch. Instead of WWE pulling the sketch, they aired the sketch with a disclaimer on the bottom.
Okay, in their defense, okay,
but
I'm going to defend them on the one part. They didn't know the terrorist attack.
They didn't tell the network. They didn't tell the network.
They didn't tell the network what they were doing?
No, they just aired it.
Oh my God!
They just aired it. And then they had to write the character off TV with a lawyer. The lawyer, by the way, ended up being, the lawyer now as Tommaso Ciampa, by the way. Not a joke. He actually was Muhammad Hassan's lawyer at the time.
What the fuck?
And then they wrote him off. They literally killed his character off at the Great American Bash. They literally killed him off.
Like, what?
They threw him through an announce table and then threw him through the bottom of an announce table, wrote him off completely, and that was the end of the character. We never heard from him again until about 2 years ago when they did interviews. Had they not, this is 2002. This is 2002.
Jesus. Okay. I'm just the one more thing. When it came to the sketch, and
shouldn't have aired it. It
shouldn't have aired it, but I could say on one part, in their defense, I get it, not telling the network, but the thing is, they cannot control that the guys.
No, you absolutely can't control that. You're absolutely
no, because the actual terrorist attack, who looked like the characters that they had in the sketch, you cannot control that because you did not know. You didn't know, and I get it. You're trying to do this whole attacking the big
Undertaker, yeah.
Undertaker choking him out. Fine, that's fine.
And they were sitting at the Great American Bash, which
yes,
is even more interesting.
But it was just horrible timing.
Yeah. So. And by the way,
it's not your fault.
Here's the thing: Muhammad Hassan, not even Arab, he's Italian. That's not even a joke. He's Italian.
Wait. So I guess you could say he did it for the family.
But he was Italian. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, if you were that's so nuts to me. Like,
hey, at least
wasn't there also
Italian?
He's not.
He's Canadian.
What the fuck?
He's Canadian. He's not
he
Italian.
sure sold that Italian.
He's not from Italy. He still plays his character, but he's not from Italy. He's from
I do just want to say one thing though. At least Muhammad wasn't actually Arab.
Yeah, I heard it a couple of years ago, and he's a great guy.
At least he wasn't actually Arab, because that would have been so much worse.
Wasn't there, if I remember right, plans to put the title on him before?
They were supposed to put the title on him at that show.
Right.
That was the plan.
Right.
He was going to be world champion that night, and then all came down.
And he pulled the trigger and thought better of it.
Yeah, they put the belt on him from Taker that night.
Right.
So like,
I actually seen the clip of Undertaker being choked out.
But yeah, it's one of the crazier experiences I've ever seen. Like, it was such a bizarre bizarre thing that happened. And he got real legit great heat. Like there are people in the wrestling business now that wish you got that kind of heat. Like that was amazing heat.
It's going to be interesting. The story.
It was such an interesting thing. And by the way, Daivari then went on. Daivari, who was his manager, went on to manage Kurt Angle.
That's amazing.
So
I kind of look at this as I'd be interested to see how the story is and how it's affected his career and life and everything.
The problem is we don't have Vice anymore because of YouTube TV. So I have to find a way to watch this show. So, all right, let's move on. So, in the description of the show, I mentioned like Harley Cameron and all kinds of, just because I didn't want people watching to know what I actually wanted to talk about here. The weekend of the Rumble.
Wait, so what do you want to talk about?
I'm going to tell you. The weekend of the Rumble, there was another wrestling event that was going on. It was the Jericho Cruise.
Oh, God.
The Jericho Cruise, by the way, which was planned a year or so ago, and they probably were not planning on doing a Rumble weekend because they changed the date of the Rumble. There's not much you could have done there. Can you please put your knees down because you're blocking the screen? Nobody can see you. Anyway, I have a bunch of clips from the Jericho Cruise. But before we do that, I have a picture that is going to blow some people's minds. There's this curry man with Christopher Daniels.
Because why not?
No. There's a reason for this picture to exist.
Wait.
Thank you, Dad. You just clicked it. You just clicked.
I got it.
So,
I got it.
For those who don't know, TNA Wrestling, way back in the day, Christopher Daniels was Curry Man.
Yes.
Curry Man was part of that weird faction with Shark Boy and Super Eric and all that weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
And so Curry Man was Christopher Daniels. I have zero clue Christopher Curry Man is in this picture. No idea who this is. No idea who this is. I didn't know it was funny. And Curry Man posed with Christopher Daniels. I thought that was hilarious.
Could it actually be Chris Jericho in the costume?
No, because Jericho was actually doing other things in the same match.
Oh, got it.
Came in during a match. And
right.
Daniels. So
I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's R-Truth.
It's not R-Truth.
It's not R-Truth.
It would make sense if R-Truth wasn't at the Rumble.
Ooh, it could be Frankie Kazarian.
Maybe that's the least worth it. That's the least reasonable answer. So, all right. So let's actually get to some fun stuff. I have a list in front of me just so I know what's going on here. On my notes here, the first note I have notes in front of me. The first clip, literally, I have written down is Ricochet and Wig.
And what?
A wig.
Oh God.
Because you know how Ricochet has been getting bald chants lately. I don't understand why, but he's been getting bald chants lately.
Well, did you see the little image that says instead of Ricochet's all elite is Ricochet all bald?
Well, here's Wig Ricochet.
That's beautiful. Why is it? Okay.
Actually,
he doesn't look half bad with hair, and it actually looked like real legit hair.
That was funny to me. I thought that was hilarious. That's not even the funniest clip we're gonna play. Next up, I call this the Osprey section. I call this the Will Osprey section.
Oh God.
I'm breaking all kinds of rules, by the way, on the audio side, because a lot of this is video, so I suggest you go watch our show on video side on our social media. This is the first one. This is literally, I just wrote down in my notes. It says Osprey dance. Christian, your thoughts? I broke Krista with that clip. I broke him with that one.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait, I have more.
But wait, there's more.
That's what I wrote down as Osprey chop. A fan asked for a chop from Osprey in a pool. Not a joke, because they're in a pool.
Oh, shit.
I love the person, by the way, in the back of the aim for the sunburn. Aim for the sunburn.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my god! Although I like to think all people that put this up on Instagram and on TikTok and find these
Dumb
clips.
ways to
That was
die.
amazing. Well, but I like to think everybody to put these clips up on Instagram and on TikTok. By the way,
Wow.
one more Osprey clip. One more Osprey clip. This says Osprey singing.
Oh no.
Here we go.
So good, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. She took the midnight train going
What?
Kristen, your thoughts?
I actually already seen this. Beautiful singing.
I want to know what the fuck goes on in the Jericho Cruise because that's not even that's not the only singing clip that I have.
The problem was when Osprey was singing, it was the crowd. That's what ruined it. The Osprey singing was beautiful. It was the crowd that ruined it.
That's not even the only singing clip I have.
What's with the sigh?
Dad, any thoughts?
Well, I don't think you get the golden ticket if you did American Idol.
Fair enough.
How dare you?
All right, let's move on to Harley Cameron. Your mother's new obsession. She can legitimately sing. I do have. I didn't play it on here. I do have a picture for doing ventriloquism on Dynamite and Collision recently. We're extremely talented person that she is. We'll get into that next week on Sunday show because the Mercedes Monet dummy might be one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. But we'll get to that on Sunday's show. Anyway, here is one of two clips of Harley Cameron with the crowd. So they did a Harley Cameron concert apparently at this thing.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh wait, just wait, because here's Harley with Fozzy on stage.
Oh god.
And oddly enough, Jericho is the worst singer of this clip.
Oh no. He's lost.
jealous, just like looking like a clown. I give to you every night and day. You broke my heart and you took my pride away. I hate myself for loving you. Just for the things that you do. I wanna.
Thoughts, gentlemen?
First off, what the fuck were they singing?
I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett.
And second off, actually no, three things. Second off, Chris Jericho fell the fuck off when it came to singing.
What was that? That's bad. Like that was
that
bad,
was
right?
horrible.
That was really bad, wasn't it? Like,
And number three, that was something.
I'm starting to understand everyone's love for Harley Cameron though. I'm starting to love it.
I just
Dad,
gotta
thoughts?
say,
You know,
the Chris Jericho.
here's the thing. I think Harley Cameron should now be a permanent member of Fozzy.
She is such a good singer.
Replace Jericho.
Like she is such a good singer. Like it's surprised the hell out of how good of a singer she is. Okay, I have a little trivia question. Because Christian, I don't think Christian knows this. Maybe he does. Maybe Dad knows this. What was the original? What was Chris Jericho's original when Fozzy was not a real band and it was just a gimmick on WWE programming before he turned into a real band? What was his stage name?
Oh my god.
Did either one of you know this answer?
I don't remember.
Do you have a clue? Do you have a clue? He's thinking. I'm giving him a minute before to think. I'll tell you guys. I don't know why I randomly remembered this, but I remembered this just now.
The Ocho?
Moon Juice McQueen.
What the fuck?
What?
I am not even joking. And the reason I remember that is because he was on the Opie and Anthony show, and they refused to call him that.
Wait, did you say Moon
Juice McQueen.
What is
Moon
it?
Juice McQueen.
Drunk cousin?
I was gonna say, do you come up with that name sober or drunk?
Pre-car, like I said, he was on the Opie and Anthony show in the early 2000s here with this. So
Oh
like,
my God, Moon Juice McQueen.
So like,
Wait, so his name wasn't Chris Jericho?
so Chris Jericho was his wrestling name. Moon Juice McQueen was his stage name before Fozzy became a real band.
Wait, what's
Moon
his
Juice
real name? Like legit name?
Irene. I know his father was a
Irving?
New York Ranger.
Yeah, Irving.
Is his legit name Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
His father was a New York Ranger. legitimately.
Moon Juice McQueen sounds like a character of a Cars movie.
It just sounds like a Pornhub. It just sounds like a porn name.
All right, speaking of
Oh,
Jericho, let's get to the last match on the last day of the cruise.
Oh, I was about to say, please do not show another singing clip.
No. This is the crowd has some fun with this one.
Oh god.
This is the last match of the last day of the cruise. There's 3 clips. The only one of them is Jericho. But I just wanted to share this because this is 2 Jericho outfits. And the crowd is into this for some reason.
What the fuck? Hold on.
On the audio side, he came out wearing a Norwegian colored outfit because they're operating in Norwegian seas. Understandable. That actually makes sense to me. The crowd starts for some reason. I have no idea what I needed no context for the taco cat chant that Big Bill was very confused by. And then Jericho takes off the Norwegian outfit and with help from Aubrey Edwards reveals a onesie with tacos and cats on it. I swear to God, that is a thing that happened.
Oh, fuck, that hurt right.
I had to watch it twice, and I thought I was seeing things.
That is.
And Jericho put the video up himself. This is from Jericho himself. So it's not like I sold this video or anything.
This is absolutely beautiful.
So, next clip. This is the one I'm actually looking forward to playing. This is a legitimate clip of a moment that a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time to happen again. And a matter of fact, I always see clips of these 2 all over my TikTok algorithm for some reason. I don't know why. People still love them to this day. This happened at the Jericho Cruise. By the way, the Jericho Cruise, the match was Jericho and Big Bill, and I don't remember who else, against MMX Collection and the Grizzled Young Veterans. Well, Big Bill needed the partner.
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me you see where this is going.
Wait.
I'm going to press the button.
My name is and I am a certified G and a bona fide star, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Big Bill, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Really guys in the room, how you doing? There's only one word to describe you, and I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-N-D,
Oh my god, I never thought I would hear that ever again.
The number of clips I have seen of that moment from this cruise on all my social media channels has been insane. From different camera angles and different angles. Everybody put that clip up. Enzo and Kaz back together, or Real One and Big Bill, whatever we're calling them today. I love the fact that because they can't say their actual, he can't say Enzo More because it's so much WWE. He had the crowd do it. I thought that was amazing. That was so much fun.
That was oh my, that was fun.
Dad, your thoughts?
That brought back some memories. Oh my
God,
Lord.
that was so much fun to listen to.
If outside of the camera, he was going off. And
I love it. I love that whole thing. I loved them. Like I absolutely loved Enzo and Big Kaz. Like, they were one of my favorite tag teams at the time. Like I loved them so much.
I'm surprised they didn't win the titles.
They would. Okay, so true story here. Apparently, WrestleMania 24. There was 34. WrestleMania 34. They were supposed to win the titles, and then they got the Hardys back. They get the belts after they get the Hardys. So that was supposed to. Then they didn't win the titles. So, wow, that was cool.
My understanding is that both Enzo and Big Bill had some demons that they had to work out.
Enzo, especially
Enzo. And
a lot of problems. Enzo, a lot of problems.
Big Bill got his resolved before Enzo did.
Yeah, Enzo had a lot of problems. I'm not going to get them on the air, but they had a lot of problems.
Yep. Yeah.
But a lot of legend, but still had problems.
At least it was alleged. So
Yeah, but anyway, so this is a weird match. Jericho put all our clips of this. I'm not going to play all of them because he put like a 12-minute montage up of this match. But that was the match. And during this match, they had a surprise appearance by Curryman, Juice Thunder Liger,
what?
and this.
What? It's Tony!
I love Tony Storm. I love the fact that she beat up everybody. Like, I think that's hysterical.
For no reason. Just show up.
So funny. So funny. Luther, by the way, came out and they had wine and everything after that.
And that's how you get timeless Tony Storm on the Jericho Cruise.
That was that. So there you go. Any other thoughts on the Jericho Cruise before we move on?
What?
I
just gotta say one word.
Go ahead.
Good.
The fuck?
I think it's with little videos like this that makes the cruise interesting, and it wouldn't surprise me if you have more people going on the next Jericho
That's the
Cruise.
sixth one. That's the sixth one. Oh yeah. So
I think it's one of those where he's trying to top each year. I think next year it's going to be hard to top after this one.
I was gonna say so. Most people right now are spending their podcast talking about the weekend wrestling. We spent time watching Jericho Cruise highlights. That's how different about our show is. That's what different about our show. Let's move on. We have the question of the week from last week. Last week's question of the week was, what was the greatest gift you received as a child? We have a bunch of answers. They all came from TikTok. One answer, by the way, that I went back to TikTok to get clips all the answers this morning, and one of the answers someone went back and deleted it, but he responded with a blow up doll. That got deleted before I could screen cap it. So I just want to throw
What?
that.
I'm done.
Some of the answers are boring and silly. I had two people, Father Ronald and 97 Ram 318 say life.
I mean, simple, but
And
works.
then Richard Crick said love.
Love.
Then we had Harry Cabin 76. Having both of my parents in the same biological home that I was raised in, and it wasn't a gift. That's how it's supposed to be done.
God damn. Jesus.
So that's that.
Fuck.
Then we had Irene.
Puppy!
Irene
Villanueva.
Puppy!
And then we had JSG Bear Paws. Now I understand what Peloton instructors feel like. With dirt bike, which is a great answer. That's a fantastic answer, actually.
Yeah.
But I understand how Peloton instructors now feel with leaderboard names. Then we had Sandy with Mrs. Beakley doll. I'm not sure if that's Mrs. Beakley from DuckTales or some other
Beasley.
thing.
Oh, Family Affair.
I didn't know Family Affair. Mrs. Beasley. Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy.
And then the last answer, this is from Helios. Can't remember the name, but you make your own body in a mold machine for your card. It was cheesy, but I liked it.
What?
I have no idea what that means.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It was a toy, and I think
Obviously.
I sure hope it was a toy.
Matchbox put it out where you can make
Matchbox.
You can make your own cars, and you can put the body and the wheels and decals
That is a lot
on
more
it.
sense than what was right here.
Yeah,
It's like little plastic mold injectors.
Oh, the crayons.
That makes a lot more sense than what he wrote. But so thank you, everybody, as always. By the way, can I say TikTok is a great place for the question of the week because we got any responses by more. By the time I post them up, like usually around like on Friday morning, and by the afternoon, I have all the answers right. By the afternoon.
I'm sorry, my favorite ones are the biological parents and blow up doll.
The blow up doll was the one that was inspired. But yeah, that was fantastic. And I was like, wow, someone took this really
Christ.
serious. Someone took this really seriously.
I was waiting for some kind of I don't want to be dark, but some kind of suicidal kind of fucking
I did not
thing.
expect that answer. That was surprising to me too. So all right. So this week's question of the week was picked by Mark himself. So I'll put it up on the screen. He hasn't even seen this yet. Go ahead. Yeah, read it.
You can be a superhero for a day. Who is it, or who is it going to be, and why?
That's a great question, by the way. That's a fantastic question.
I'm gonna be a bit sad here.
Go for it.
The flashlight can run away from my problems.
Wow.
Ah.
That's hot. Wow.
That's kind of deep. That's really deep.
Or just run away from our problems because of a dying depression.
Stop. That's not
Okay.
funny. That's not even funny.
Okay.
Like,
No.
those jokes aside, that's not funny.
Okay, fine.
Dad, you go ahead.
Wow.
Since he can't think of anything.
Actually,
Go ahead.
I would probably say the superhero that I would like to be would be.
The Flash, he can actually move fast.
The problem is, like, he's answering this like you're asking him in a class, like he's in school, and he's asking. He literally answered the question back like he's thinking of an answer. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I would probably say,
McBoom.
Green Lantern.
Why?
Oh, and because it's amazing when I read the comics as a kid was what he could do with that ring with willpower and all the different things he could make and how he's able to be creative in making those things.
So I was trying to torn and this guy threw the Flash out there. I was like, damn it. I'm not gonna say the Flash again. But I was just trying to think of something that's either speedy or you could fly.
Superman?
Superman, yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the indestructible thing. By the way, you want to piss off Will Friedle from Boy Meets World. Talk to him about the whole Clark Kent Superman thing. He hates that so much.
What do you mean? How he just puts on a pair of glasses
Yeah, he
and
hates that so much. This came up on the last episode of about Magical Rewind. They're talking about Hannah Montana, and he was making fun of the whole wig thing.
Oh,
He was making fun of that.
did you see the clip of the from DCU Superman?
What was it? Talk to the screen so they can see what you're talking about.
No, I'm trying to think of it. That's why I'm looking at you for his name.
I know what you're talking about. So
the one from the Justice League movies. That's Superman. He went into New York City, had his shirt on, like the Superman shirt, with the hoodie and glasses on, and no one recognized him, even though his billboards were all over the city.
That's very Superman.
And he pulled it off with the glasses, and no one recognized him.
Are you talking about the actor?
Yes, the actor of Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Him. He had glasses, and he even had the
hysterical.
Superman shirt.
That's funny.
And no one noticed him.
That's very funny.
Except for one person after he took off the glasses.
That's hysterical. No, all seriousness, I think I'm actually going to go with someone like this. Is actually dead serious. I'd love to do something like a Batman, where you have the money to have all the toys.
Kinky.
That'd be so much fun. Like that would be fucking crazy. As hell.
Equivalent to that Iron Man.
I mean, that's another example. Even if you throw an Arrow in there too, throw a Green Arrow in there.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to be built a fucking Stephen Amell. That would be awesome too. But
I mean, even just built in general.
Like, I'll take built like Rick Gustin, but like if I'm going with this, I'm going to built like Stephen Amell. Fuck.
Daredevil.
Ooh. Daredevil.
Daredevil's a man with no fear.
No. The only drawback is you have to be blind as well.
Well, I know this is more. It's not going to work because the whole point of Luke Cage is that he's black. But I'll take his fucking strength. I'll take Luke Cage's fucking strength.
What do you mean?
Luke Cage.
I know he's
Yeah,
black. What's that have to do with anything?
The character in the comic book was black. So they made sure the character on television was black.
Okay.
That's what I said that. No, but they Black Panther.
Okay.
They made sure want to make sure they didn't do anything. They changed.
Ooh, Black Panther could work as well.
That's another good answer.
Because he's it's the suit. That's the thing.
So somebody just threw a thumbs up on there. I'm not sure, but that was pretty cool.
Also, Cap, because he can.
Which Cap? We're talking about the Cap.
Steven Rogers,
or the new Cap was coming out.
No, Steven Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
Did I say Steven?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Steve Rogers.
It works.
Or, what we could do is also Deadpool.
Also a good one. That's also a good one.
Because
you're right.
even though the indestructible thing, but you could still get hurt and damaged.
True. Very true. Flash is has super strength,
Healing.
super healing, but he still gets hurt.
Wolverine.
Wolverine's another good example.
Did you know that Wolverine has to close his fist, or his claws will go right through his fingers and hands?
I actually did know that. I remember.
He has to keep them closed when he gets his claws out.
This is a cartoon. So, well, there you go. There's your question of the week. I'll put it up on social media. Please answer it on all social platforms. That'd be fantastic. All right. On that note, let's actually wrap up today's show, and we're going to end it with a brand new song. This is Rascal Flatts and the Jonas Brothers doing a song collaboration, and this is "I Dare You." Literally just came out 2 days ago. So like, this is such a brand new song. It just came out. All right. Sunday. Besides the fact that I want to play the Harley Cameron clip, we're going to be talking about the WWE 2K25 trailer. This came out today. The trailer came out today. So we'll be talking about that on Sunday's show. And more, obviously, and This Week in Wrestling.
You know what we should do on that show? You should pull up wrestlers and have their overall and see if I can guess them.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure that out. And then next Thursday, the next Thursday show, we will have a special guest. We have NXT WWE Vengeance Day with Nate Lindbergh from the PW Torch.
From afar, that looks like Punk.
But it's Nate Lindbergh from the PW to talk to NXT. And also, when he gets out of here, we'll be talking about AEW Grantham, Australia. So, jam-packed show next Thursday. So, that being said, thank you all for listening. Thank you people jumping in. There's still someone watching on Twitch, so hi on Twitch.
Hello.
And you all for listening. Dad, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Hey, as always, it has been your pleasure. And if you happen to go to any wrestling shows, whether independent or major, or major companies, please patronize these people, but do it responsibly, please. Don't make a butthead out of yourself.
Okay.
Hey, we all gotta exist in this wonderful world.
All right.
Also subscribe to my channel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
By the way, and like this video and like our YouTube channel so we can more people can find this show. I always forget to say that.
Also, don't forget.
Please give us feedback.
Yeah, please. I will bring it up on the show. All right, let's get out of here. Till next week, till Sunday and next Thursday. I'm Blake.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark.
And you've been tuned into the Generation Evolution. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
We love you guys.
I dare you. I dare you. Run, baby, run, baby, run. Run, baby, run, baby, run. Run, baby, run, baby, run. Oh, I dare you. I dare you. So I dare you. I dare you to love somebody like me. I dare you. Thank you so very much. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.